Hello and welcome to another episode of Maximize Your Cooking. My name is Max and I'm going to be showing you how to make beef with broccoli today, or if you want to call it broccoli beef, it's cool. Not too difficult to make, and please don't fret. I mean, there are going to be some ingredients you might not have, but they're really not the most necessary thing to have. They're just what I have, and you know, when I make something I just kind of throw in. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. Throw it in, but don't worry if you don't have it. Like maybe you don't have Mirin, which is like a sweet cooking wine. Just use sugar instead, or I don't know, any type of like cooking alcohol. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just do with what you got and try. That's all I have to say.
So moving over to the action here, I got some crown of broccoli. All you have to do is just cut off the bottoms and the little florets like this. Okay, it's really easy, just through the bottom. So you don't have to like buy pre-floreted broccoli. For the green onion, just gonna slice it up. We got a little bit of ginger, mince that up as well. And you know, if you don't have ginger, whatever, just you know, I just add ginger because I kind of like it, and I think it's good. So just a couple things I want to say before I go any further. If you want rice, it's a good idea. I mean, it's a good thing to serve with this meal or dish. So you know, if you want to just kind of cook up some rice, and that can be ready. For the broccoli, the nice thing about it is that you can just cook it. You know, we're gonna first par cook it before we like stir fry everything up eventually. So we'll just throw it in a pot, like a small pot of boiling water, cover the lid up, and cook it for 4 minutes, or maybe like 3.5, just so it's a little bit softer. And that's all you have to do. Take it out, and then it doesn't need to be like hot or anything. You can just let it sit for a little bit. It's fine. Just a couple things though. I got like a teaspoon of ginger, and like the white parts of the green onion there, and maybe like a teaspoon of ginger. Actually, I don't know if I said garlic. And that's just gonna kind of like flavor the oil. It's gonna be like a base to the stir fry. We got the ends of the green onions just to throw in kind of towards the end. Some of the seasoning we're gonna use for the beef, and oh yeah, something about the beef. You know, the nice thing about stir frying beef or making like Asian food with beef is it doesn't really matter what kind of steak you get. You can get like a really crappy one if you want. You can waste your money and get a really expensive one, but like this was like $2.64. Okay, it's like a half a pound. It's a beef round sirloin tip steak. Like I see, like sometimes the grocery stores will have pre-cut like beef for stir fry, and I'm pretty sure it comes from like the sirloin tip. It's just like a cheaper cut and it works fine. You can use flank steak, that's a popular one to use, or skirt, whatever you like. But you know, just go with what's cheap, okay? Seasoning, I got, we'll throw in a little garlic powder, a little bit of this random stuff I have. It's called sweet ginger garlic. It's kind of nice. We'll throw in a little bit of white pepper, some, like maybe like a tablespoon of cornstarch at the end for the beef. This is all for the beef marinade, by the way. I'll throw in like a teaspoon of soy sauce, some of mirin, and you know, that's about it for the beef marinade. So I'm gonna get going on that. This. You want to take your knife, and the first piece is going to be a little bit like triangular in a way. You just want to like kind of come in at an angle, and basically like this, and make kind of wide-ish but thin strips through your meat. And you'll see in a minute. See, it's kind of like, you know, it's wide. This just kind of helps it so it cooks fast. Okie doke, so throw in the ingredients now. So you just throw in a little bit of garlic, throw in some dashes of this stuff. Simply Asia, you can read that. Some soy sauce, maybe like a teaspoon of this. Maybe like a couple teaspoons of mirin. And then a little dash of cornstarch, maybe like a tablespoon, not a dash, a little more than that. This will kind of help thicken the sauce later. And I also like, whenever I make stir fries, I like to keep on reserve a little bit of cornstarch slurry, which, for those of you who do not know, it's pretty much just cornstarch and water. You've got all your ingredients here into the beef. You can just mix them up. You know, I just mixed everything in there, but I kind of missed my white pepper, which I like to add pepper just because, I don't know, beef and pepper always go well, so just Add a little bit of that stuff. Alright, so I got my big boy wok here. Throwing up the fire to high. Wish I had a more powerful burner, but I don't. Just make do with what I got. I love when the fire like goes around it. It looks cool. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of preheat for a couple minutes. But the first thing we're gonna do is cook the beef. Okay, the wok is feeling pretty hot. It's been there for a few minutes. Gonna add about a tablespoon of oil to the wok. All right, and let's grab the beef. And I'm gonna add, just because that garlic isn't fresh garlic, burns so much faster when it's like the refrigerated stuff. So I'm just gonna add it in afterwards, but here we go. Okay, spread it around just a bit. It's gonna cook very quick. Add in our seasoning. Got a little spatula here. Alright, I'm gonna take it off now because it's gonna finish cooking a little bit later when we mix everything together. But you know, that was like a minute of cooking, not very long. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of oil again. Not very much this time, it's fine. Okay, force it around. Throw in our broccoli. Alright, let's get the sauce going. So, let's see, we'll put in maybe like a tablespoon of soy sauce. Add a little bit more mirin. And kind of the key of the show for beef with broccoli is some oyster sauce. Stuff's really thick and super salty, so careful with it. Gonna add like a couple blotches of it. Give that a little mix. We're gonna add the beef here. Add in my green onions. And I don't think I'm gonna need the cornstarch slurry, but you know, it was good to have in case I needed it. Give it some mix. And that's about it, guys. We're gonna plate it up and serve our beef broccoli. Now, if only I could share this with everybody, it would be very nice, but for now it's for me. And I'm gonna give this a little try so I can let you know if it was good. The meat is so tender and it's so beefy, it's so nice. It's very good and it's a recipe you'll definitely enjoy.